turn that up a little bit. Starting on the title screen today, I don't actually expect anybody to really show up for today's stream. And I'm getting an encoder overloaded message. Perfect. Whatever. Anyways, the server I was going to stream from today is currently a little busy. They're pre-generating chunks there. And I was trying to decide what to do. And with this, I actually had been thinking about doing an episode as a finale, but I haven't had time. And so I figured this would be the great opportunity to do just that. This is my single player LP world. Can I have some chunks, please? Thank you. I'm thinking I want to gather stuff up and put it away. I don't believe I have a ton of stuff other than the boxes in here. Stone, regular stone. This isn't actually where the storage is supposed to be, but again, time. Grass, I believe, was up there. Nether rack. That was for composting purposes. Let's see. I think netherrack's on this side somewhere. See, lanterns, I saw that side. That's the downside of going between different worlds, and you have everything organized differently in every world. Oh. There isn't room in there. I must have... Yeah, that's because I was working on making nether bricks for the roof of this thing. Sticks. Do I have one for sticks? I think I've just been keeping the sticks in there. Honestly. That would be exploration stuff, wherever that is, up at the top. Stone bricks, which is stone bricks. Kind of like what I did for that last episode before Thanksgiving on ISV, except for this time we're not coming back. I'm not deleting this world, but what I was planning on doing is going ahead and surely I have a place for powdered snow. Or is it just keeping it in there? Yeah, it's just keeping it in there. Okay then. We're out of room. Tell you what, I'm gonna trash that. I don't think I have flint and steel in there. I do. I have to be careful because fire spread is on in this world. I have no idea whether I actually go there, but that's spare shulker shells. And rockets. Those are just empties. I thought I had them in a specific chest somewhere. Oh, there. Unfortunately for me, these are all D3s, so... I think I hear a train going by. Yeah, there are boxes over here too. The sorter over here, yeah, you can't build that on ISV. So many ideas and plans and stuff I'm just never going to get to. I think one of those has scaffolding in it. That. Because I'm also taking down all the scaffolding. I think I hear a train going by. Well, it's going to take a little bit longer than I was originally anticipating. Because everything is a mess. That was an interesting hang. Whereas on places like IS, we have started using flight duration 1 rockets all the time. Let's see, that's a mixed chest. That's just hoppers. That's also hoppers. Dirt. No, that's my filters for redstone. Ice and glass I'm going to have to pull out. Is any of that packed ice or it's just regular ice? I think that can go with the ice. That's iron. Workstations. That's going to have to be sorted. That's just the extra chests. I could sleep the night away, but why? That is a full box of netherrack. Redstone components. Hoppers. Those are my filter items. That's workstations. It's a lot of them, but technically they're just workstations. Iron is over there. Ice. I'm sure I saw the ice. Question is packed ice a separate one? I gotta zoom in and I can't. Fishing rods. Rotten flesh. Mossy combo. Correct. I might not actually have a separate box for that. Oh, I do. I'm also not in any Discord VCs right now because I don't really see a point. Let's see, rails and minecarts are in their own chest. Because that's usually how I do that. Rails and minecarts, stone brick stairs and stone brick. Stone brick stairs. I have a mob switch in this world, but I question how well it actually works these days. Redstone, soul sand, feathers, decorative, obsidian, flowers, and other plants. Saplings. That'd be saplings, decorative. That goes into decorative. Wood. Helicopter. 117 stuff. Sticks. I do have a box for sticks. Where did I put them? Not there. Is it in my redstone stuff? No. Uh-oh. Oh well. I also am not finding my oak chest either. Oh, I put it in there. Sticks. Non-weight seeds, scaffolding, and bamboo. scaffolding in the other box. I'm not sure where I put the oak. Fish, because I had an AFK fish farm at one point. Leads. Sticks, bows, water bottles, wheat seeds. Oh, oak logs. Over there. Ice goes over here. Ironically, I do need an empty shulker for that. Just to squeeze it down. My plan is I'm going to be putting this world into my archive folder and removing it from my main saves folder just because if I'm not using it, I don't really need it. Glass. I believe that stuff was the last stuff I was working on too. Between a sorter and something else. It's a lot of that. Nether quartz, soul sand. Soul sand goes there. Nope. That box is empty. The thing is that the mob switch doesn't actually stop phantoms from spawning. And those. I'm not 100% sure, but I think the iron farm is actually turned off. Cobble walls. That's filter, so goes there. Non-wheat seeds. Nope, but 6 go in there. Actually, let's put it there. But known to do that. Beetroot would go into food chest, wherever that is. And that's a decorative book. So that goes over there. Another empty shulker. I don't think there's any other places that are like that other than taking the scaffolding down. Yeah, that shouldn't be a whole lot. And the stuff in here, I'm just going to leave in here because it kind of goes with that. But mostly a concern is the shulker monsters all over the place. And I'm going to go ahead and just take this down. And I am well aware I'm not getting it all back because, well, there's ledges, especially over there. Yeah, I might get it all back. Must not have been high up enough to have that problem. A little bit up there. I can probably get most of it back. I don't have all the mods that I had been running when I last streamed from this world because I've had to change that for ISV. And so I'm running the mods I use there. So there's no magnet, no vein miner, no Lightmatica, no building wands, no mini HUD or tweakaroo. Because I think that's how I was doing the free cam in here, is tweakaroo. But my thinking has been, it's been almost a full year since I've been in this world on camera, and honestly, it'd been longer than that since the last episode. But I don't have time to make an episode for it. Just because I got stuff going on ISV, and that's a grind, and there's another server I've been started working on. Will you quit opening that door and leaving it? Sheesh. Swear these villagers were raised in a barn. They weren't raised in a barn, they were raised outside. Now, I saw one for scaffolding. Somewhere. Stupid eyes jumping everywhere. Will you quit doing that? Canvas and blanks. Stinks, there it is. And there should be some over there too, because I never took it down. I started working on texturizing that wall long before I started that part of the project, and never got to doing it. So I have no idea how these idiots keep getting over here. They should not be able to get in there, and yet they are. Oh well. Unlike on ISC, these trees are not hand built. They're all planted and grown with bone meal. That's supposed to be a shooting range, but things keep getting in there, so you can't shoot without hitting them. That's the thing with villagers. If there's a way for them to get somewhere, they will. Alright, grab up all the scaffolding. The only data pack that ever got added to this world was the Enderman Anti-Grief. And that was only because I started doing that, and I was thinking I would want to do custom landscaping around it. And that means I'd be placing a lot of dirt and grass, which Enderman can pick up. Be nice to have a magnet, but yeah. Oh, also, iron golems kept getting in there too for a while. I don't think I have any other scaffolding anywhere else. They have ways of getting into places, and you'll go through and be like, okay, so they go this way, so we figure out how to block it off, and then they find another way to get there. They'll find ways of getting in there anyways. So, let me into the chest, please. Let's see. I don't think there's any other shulker monsters anywhere. At least not outside the nether. Just to be sure. Ow. And I can't do /s because that's a plugin on paper servers, and this is a single player world, and I don't have that. And I can't do F3G or F3N because the cheats are not enabled. Actually, thinking about it, there might be some shulkers in there too. because I'm weird like this. I know a lot of people would be finishing out a world like this and not bother. Especially if there's no world download for it, but... See, my other option was to play a different game. So just doing some chores. Two more stacks of bone blocks. And the phantoms should spawn in normally. While they apply to the mob cap, they don't pay attention to the mob cap, so... Actually raise up another shulker. I could use my shulker supply I have on here on ISV. You have to reassemble some blocks, but that's okay. And that was an effort because of the saplings being pulled through. Not even necessarily the sticks, just the saplings. As far as the history of this world, originally it was a 1.15 snapshot world. Not a, whatever version we're in now, 1.19 world. Oh, that chest is full now. A little bit more scaffolding. I think I'm gonna go ahead and have a nap. Just because I don't know when the last time I actually laid in bed in this world was. I do know if I go here, I'll end up on that pillow, so I'm gonna go on this side. Let's see. I don't believe there's... Well, I keep saying that. I'm not sure where there'd be another shulker box setup. So that should be not doing anything. Yeah, there's nothing in there. If I were to break those furnaces, I'd probably get a lot of XP. Let's see. I've got that over there. So a lot of these trees are hand built. All of this is just a mess. Let's see. Grass blocks, and I'm gonna need a couple. Well, actually, maybe. Well, this one's full of lava, isn't it? Yeah. All the way to the top. I think I'm just gonna leave that. But I think I might neaten this up a little. Because right now it's kind of ugly. Yep. So I'm pretty sure that the relevance of that is that's how many you'll fit in a shulker box. Like that shulker box would go to those. That would be what goes with that. And an empty. I'm going to take the empty back up. And the stone bricks. Because there was a lava lake I was emptying out to fill that. I have no idea why it's hanging so badly there. Shouldn't be. have no idea. Could just be that it's one of those magic chunk borders. Let's see. I would imagine it's not as effective as it was. It wasn't like a squid farm. Really? Huh. Okay, I guess we have a supply of glow ink. And I think there was there anything in here? Don't think there'd be anything floating around here, but in the other section there would be. Since that is where the bees are. Or were. And thanks to some nice Minecraft bugs. Let a truck pass. Yeah, that's been an issue since I built the thing. If I were to do it again, I would absolutely not have it quite like this. Because what's happening is that the bottles are popping across, and as is the honeycomb. Nothing there to worry about, though. Alright, there's that. There should be something right inside the nether hub, or where the nether hub would theoretically be. Stone brick stairs. Stone. How do I keep having just single blocks? That's annoying. Also, like, yeah, I don't need to do that because there's not going to be a chat. General chat. Yeah, I'm gonna say that it's probably not gonna be ready before end of stream today. If it's not ready tomorrow, I'll probably just do full stream for my SV. Let's see, that's everything from there. I'm still wearing my gold helmet because I don't know why I put it on. Probably from working in the nether. I think I was buttoning before I learned that slabs are probably better. Check the shulker farm, I think. It should be off. Yeah, it's off. One singular shell. I'm not really looking for the resources so much as I'm looking for, like, shulkers that don't need to be there. Yeah, that's how that loads. That's the gold. There's the empties. If I was going to build a shulker farm nowadays, I would probably just use one of those single dimension ones. My crappy hoglin farm. Maybe that in first. There's a couple of places in another. I have no idea where that goes. Biome nether wastes. I don't know what was supposed to go there. Moving on. I know there's a couple of shulkers here, and then there was where I was digging, but never got very far. Stupid portal spawning. Yeah, buttons. Oh, let's take a look. Oh, 603,000 stuff. So it probably is pretty close. 750,000 and 500,000. I haven't done as surprisingly with as much flying as I've done in this world. I haven't done nearly as much digging and other things. 9930 kilometers flown. Let's see, it's over this way. This is supposed to be a perimeter over there for a wither skelly farm that I never got very far on. Let's see if I can find my way to the thing. I remember this end being in a crimson forest, so... I think I planted warped fungus at where I would get attacked. Yeah. That should be it for that. There's a bunch of empties and some garbage. I could risk flying, but I think I'm just gonna go all the way down. That should be the last shulkers just laying around. A lot from the before. If those are both partial, let's make it into one full one. And that goes there. That one is empty now. This goes in there. That goes in the lighting. And that's a bunch of miscellaneous. Let's see, quartz goes over here. A few pork chops. Crossbows goes over here. Crossbows. Soil. Really? Oh, goes in there. That goes in there. Gunpowder's over here. Gunpowder. Leather I keep over there. I think gas just goes in mob drops. Yep. Do I have the space for extra? I do. Extra ender chests. I have a drink here. It's only been an hour. And that should be absolutely everything. Yep. Hands in the wrong spot on the keyboard. Let's make it daytime. I don't think that it's ready yet, because I'm thinking that it'll be a ping for everyone. Yeah. Let's just blow it back up on that page. Out of habit, I tend to hit T for the chat because of not wanting to miss anything in chat on ISV, but this is a single player world. It's amazing how many of those habits that you'll just keep doing. The iron farm should be off, actually. Yeah. Everything is powered, which means that the glass blocks should be blocking the zombies' line of sight. Which means there should be no iron. One of the first builds I did on this world, iron farm. There is a chicken cooker as well that's well below the surface at what used to be that's over there, what used to be bedrock, but of course they've changed that since then. With my village here, this village was actually here when the world was generated. The world spawns like right here. And over there's my slime farm that apparently doesn't work anymore. Whatever. Let's see, it's that button? No, that's it. Close button. But my gates were actually designed for here. Yeah. And of course I got rolling fields of wheat. I think I had my first house over here somewhere. That was an idea for a starter house for ISV, but a lot's changed since then. And of course, this road goes nice, wraps around, a few bridges. It does actually go to a nearby village over that way. And then I started heading out towards the ocean area. That's a mob switch. It's currently actually set up to be enough for 3 people. But never got anywhere with that. So it's marked out over to there, but it's not really like built. Oh hey, a shulker! Oh look, there's another shulker. Now, these aren't small wheat fields by any stretch, but because of the scale of everything else, they feel really small. And put this windmill up on the hill. I think that was the last actual third-person time-lapse I did. I was building that. That's a stone/cobble gen with a beacon for haste. I've got this tree farm. I was wanting to build a giant tree around it, but I'm not that skilled with tree building, so... this is actually a mumbo-jumbo design. It was before he became obsessed with only collecting a singular stack of wood as fast as possible, and everybody kept roasting him because it's like, dude, you really... When you want wood, you want more than one stack when you're going out gathering a lot of it. I've actually had to modify it a couple of times in order to make it work in the newer versions, and I did copy this one over onto ISV, so it's the same as the one in my enclave. And of course, sugarcane farm. And I've got this smelter was because of the nether brick roof. I think it's just a chunk thing. Ginormous buildings? Yeah, that's pretty normal for me. And I have a sheep farm over here, although with where it's put, it ended up not being in a very good spot. And then another more open one where I was making sure I had at least 2 of every sheep color. And of course, inside over there, we've got our bee farm. Is it here? Or, no, actually, it's over that way. In this early direction. I've got that bee farm, and it's had a lot of problems with it, and if I was going to do it again, I would do it differently. Absolutely. My cows. Yep, right side of the door. And I've got a bamboo farm in here. This is a micro farm that sort of works. I've modified it a few times, and there are newer versions, but it does work. That's where I got my flower farms. My nobody tell Juji farm. It's really loud. And storage is down below. And then I think before I show the branch mine, this is a villager breeder / carrot farm, although I don't think it works correctly anymore. Which is fine, because, I mean, am I really going to need that many carrots? No, it doesn't quite go to there. Villager breeder, and I've got rails over to here to try and get them set up with trades. Looks like he's latched onto this workstation. He's supposed to be over there. But he is a pretty decent villager, if I remember right. And somewhere over here, there's actually a skeleton spawner. It's not the quickest with the bone meal, but it works. A single sand block. That must be from before I had the data pack on. Nothing too fancy, since I don't have spec without activating cheats. Nothing too fancy. This is actually from before tinted glass existed. I did convert it, but before it didn't. Nothing fancy here. Just 23 block drop there, 1-hit kills. There is a zombie spawner as well that I was using to get zombies from my iron farm and other purposes here and there, but it's kind of buried. Somebody built a building on top of it. And most of this is just decorative stuff over here. There is a gate over there that works as well, and also I made a... well, this is a power hammer that I built. And then up top, there's a fairly simple thing. I kept burning the roof off, but there's smoke particles, and it opens and closes depending on the time of day. And of course, over there is the multi-dimensional shulker farm. Let's see, what else? Oh, the fountain there, it does actually put water out and then pull it back in over time. with a beacon through the middle of it, just to highlight it. And then up here, it's complicated. This building here is part of the original castle that was here. But then I ripped it off and started building this because I wanted to try to do that. But this map is how it was before I did that. And then this is the more updated one. And it's like 1,076 blocks from that gate there to there. I have no idea why there's so many torches. I do not know. But there's a lot of torches there. That's the wood stuff that would go in there. Oak logs goes in there. I think I'm going to move that around. Couple slabs. I don't have a thing on here to make it into full blocks again. So I can't. The actual basic shape is based on a build I did years ago that never got very far. It was my ice palace. The outer wall for the whole property was a kilometer aside, and it was too late in the season to be starting that project. And this is marked out because I was going to put an inlay into floor. Very specific inlay is what I was thinking of, but I have no idea how to pull it off. It's the symbol of the force imbalance. That's what it was supposed to be. But never made it there. Never here, of course, the sorter. And no, you may not build this on ISB. Absolutely not. Because one section nearly takes 1,000 hoppers by itself. I'm doing okay because it's a single player world, but on something like that, no. Oh, hey, I have some scaffolding over here. A piece of scaffolding left. I did get some stuff put in it, but it doesn't work very well, and there's several issues with it that I never sorted. But, yeah, this world is actually why I am able to fly around really well with the Duration 3 rockets. Traditionally, I play in large biomes where everything is much, much further apart. But I also tend to be by myself in the world, and there's no, like, size restrictions on what I can build. Case in point, this whole structure is, like, almost a half a square kilometer in size. I believe the main building there... I just took a drink. I believe the main building there is like 750 by 550-ish. Let's see. Anything else here? Nothing really noteworthy particularly, other than I've got this bridge and a walkway and villagers everywhere. My worst offender for way too many entities is actually my first world, not this world. This one's pretty bad. Bunch of houses for them that are mostly undecorated because I don't interior. My stables for horses. I did some experimental horse and donkey breeding and got a bunch of mules going. Did testing. There is a tester around here somewhere. I think it's over there. Yeah, the speed test for a horse. This is an ice farm, but because of the way they changed, when they increased the world height, they also changed the height at which it snows and water freezes here, so it's now too low. So it never snows there anymore. Come on, computer, you can do it. What's really weird is that I just did a restart. To the nether. We're not going to the jungle, because that's about 20 minutes right there. But Mushroom Island, I never got anything built on any of those. Let's see, Mining Desert and Future Red Skelly Farm, the Mesa. Not going to the Mesa either, but that was the Skelly Farm that I had started. Let's see, Mining Desert. I don't think we need to go there. Basically, I have a large desert that I designated for a sand collection. And when you have Vein Miner, you just use your fist. Don't bother with the shovel, because you get a bunch. Let's see, I think the witch farm is off of this branch somewhere down here. It just happened that when I started this world, it's actually a dual witch hut. And they're close enough together to work as a single farm. This should be the witch farm right here. Don't have anything at the coral reef either. Oh, look, mangrove, because I haven't loaded this in the newer versions. But yeah, that was the witch hut, and over there was one. Nothing too fancy. I didn't put a slab on my cactus. And over here is where most of the rest of the stuff in the overworld is. I opted to not do it this way on ISV just because I thought it would look neater to have more space in there, and I didn't complete the office part either. But yeah, it's basically the same thing except for here I don't have any rigging on it. Yeah, I did close the door. I've been leaving the door open on ISV, but I don't have any of the rigging on the ship here. And over here, I think it's this one. That's how I got all the ender pearls I needed to go to the end. And then this is a more recent addition. It's a creeper farm, and that's a scooped farm for turtles. Unfortunately, with the way the mob switches, currently it doesn't actually work. For whatever reason, in my creative world, I did the normal turn it off, but it never actually unloaded. And this is a guardian farm with an off switch. It's just pistons holding back water from waterlogged slabs, and then it drops them straight down. You wouldn't be able to do that on ISV either, because it's just a floor of hoppers. So, yeah. I haven't really done much with the end area in this world either. I remember stealing most of the bricks at one point, and then I had an issue and I ended up redoing all the chunks. I can't remember how to get to the portal anymore. Oh, it's this way. Anything here? No. I might as well put my netherite helmet on. I believe everything except mending and unbreaking 3 on it. I had been avoiding over this box, but whatever at this point. Really, the only thing built out here is the ender. If it works. It should. Oh yeah, I don't have clumps installed either. with the clumps mod, you pick them all up immediately. It's not a whole lot. That block set of blocks over there is from when I grabbed a shulker and brought it to the overworld for my shulker farm. I do not fight the dragon very often. That's pretty much it in this world. It's as old as it is, there isn't a whole lot in it because I kept taking breaks, and then over the last year I've been playing on ISV most of the time. Also, if your world is old enough, if you try to use the locate command, it will sometimes not work. Like in my first world, if you do locate stronghold, it'll locate a stronghold that should be there, but isn't. And the one that is there that I use as my main end portal, it doesn't register as one. Because it's that old. Let's see. What else? Oh, there was one other thing I was going to do here. Do I even have a jukebox? I've got records. Do I have a jukebox? Does not look like it. Not sure where it would be if I had one. Yes, so touch. Bottle. Actually, that goes elsewhere. That goes over there. Oh, the one other thing was the branch mine. Now, because of the age of this world, the generation was different when I started it. And I had never done a really decorative branch mine before. And so I wanted to do a decorative branch mine, and I did. Oh, look! Another shulker box. Or no, that's a grass block. Never mind. I've had an Enderman. Somewhere along the ways. But it's based on the old generation for ores. You would want every layer, if you're going for maximum grabbing all the diamonds and everything, you need to go in every single level all the way up from bedrock. And this used to be bedrock. It's part of that retro gen where it replaced the bedrock with deep slate. And now there's a hole going down to there with a geode, I believe. And other than the trees around here, not a whole lot. Oh, at one time I did have a light system set up on the iron storage over here that would tell me whenever each column was full. But then I redid it because I was trying to set up a shulker loader for it. Oh. Shulkers. Yeah, that should be fine. Oh. Never mind. I'm going to leave those, except for I'm going to put this in there. A lot of the trees here in this section, all the trees are hand built. I was actually going to go further out with it, but time being what it is. I do miss this world, but on the other hand, it is... Technically, I've already gone on to the next thing, but I just hadn't closed this world out yet. Or the series. When I started it, it was Hermitcraft, tail end of Hermitcraft Season 6, because that's when the 115 snapshots started. And from there, I played on and off and on for a really long time. Really, I don't have any... I will need it in there. There's one diamond. One diamando. Yeah, again, one solitary block. I believe it's wood. Yep, for one jukebox. I don't have the record that I want, I don't think. So those gunpowder clogs. It's just going to be cat and 13 mostly in blocks. And flints. And I don't have that either, where I can do that. I've got the resources to make another conduit. I think I have one somewhere. Who knows where, but I think I have one. Yeah, that's just iron for a beacon base, I think. I never dried out my sponges. Shame. Do I have the tool of choice? I do. Might as well go dry my sponges. The ocean monument that the Guardian farm is at actually had 4 sponge rooms. Fortune 3. I might not have a silk touch one. Probably don't. Yeah, I have some conduits already going. And the dragon egg and respawn anchor. I never actually said on a previous stream or video or anything, but one of my hopes was to have someone special in my life and be able to play on this world with her. But unfortunately, it's just not how that's worked out. These are flight duration shoes. Do I have any? I don't carry rockets in this ender chest. Okay. I wasn't kidding when I said in every world I play in, I don't keep the ender chest the same. Yeah, that goes there. So that would go there. Just gonna grab some golden carrots too here. Food. I have a gold farm. I have a carrot farm. I might as well. There's a bunch of bedrooms in this place too, and an empty room here, and there's one in that room that are supposed to be the bathrooms that I never got to. And then I decided to do the other thing, which is eventually requires tearing this building down. And since I have absolutely no idea where I would get one. I think what I might do here is, after signing out of this world, I might jump on ISV. Will you quit leaving the door open? Sheesh. I know you weren't raised in a barn, you were raised outside. Oh. This is going to require opening to LAN. Let's see. Give. Make a dragon. Music disc other side. My favorite disc. Goodbye, old friend. Now, I'm not deleting that world until I have a backup of it in my backups folder. But it's not going to be available for download. And I think I'm going to change gears here. Let's see. Actually, I just did F11 to unfull screen it. Come on. That's not what I wanted. Let's see my notepad document. Let's edit our stream title here. I needed to update it to 22 because that's the current stream on that. I don't really have a ton to do on ISV other than the digging the hole, unfortunately, but that's what I've got, so there shouldn't be anybody on there anyways. Alright, I think first I'm going to go check my mail. Actually, first I think I'm going to refill my refills fed. Keep thinking as a player, I still do that. It's sad that the textures aren't working, but, you know, here we are. And I don't really want to break that. I really don't. I believe Time Lord did say we have another server to play on. A lot of us here are actually members of ISV. I actually can't read that. Oh, hi Min. Thank you for the follow. Probably not going to be the most interesting stream of all, but, you know. And no mail, because why would I have mail? I check that thing a gazillion times a day when I'm on the server. Alright, back over there. I actually did at one point go and buy a bunch of pickaxes and some netherite so that I could do this dig. I think I've been averaging about 2.5 picks per chunk. And unfortunately, it's a lot of deep slate. I did take the family-friendly tag off for the frog and chicken SMP because they're not always family-friendly there. But I did put it back on for today because, well, my own world, and usually as a general rule, I tend to try to be family-friendly anyways. But also, now that I'm on ISV, it's supposed to be a family-friendly server to begin with. I have no idea what Ash went and lit. Alright. So yeah, I could probably survive that fall. You can't. Sorry. The fun one is to... Ow. Look over here and there's just slime balls laying here. Nope, not that. I want to move that. Diggy diggy hole. So last night they were talking about various projects and things people need help with on here. And they were talking about digging holes. And I'm like, yeah, we do a lot of that. And I think it was Gabby said, yeah, we're all supporters of Impulse, a dwarf that loves digging, so of course we're all digging. I mean, you don't accidentally get a million uses of a pickaxe. I keep doing that. The other thing I keep doing as I've been digging away here has been I'll dig a block out and place the torch down a block and then mine the torch back up immediately. So annoying. I've been thinking about switching over to the glimpse thing. Since Impulse is the only person that I currently support on any platform like that, it shouldn't be as big of a deal, but based on the issues and stuff, I know it can take some time, and the same reason I was never able to get that finale episode for my single player series is the same reason I haven't switched yet, because I don't necessarily have time. So I can see because I is blind. I don't have dynamic lights, and without Optifine, there's no dynamic light in the mods that I have set up. So, otherwise, I would have redeemed for the hat command because I believe it works from the hat slot too. Aha, take it up for the best. Oh, I know where everything is. It's just makes it easier to see. Plus, with streaming and all that. I mean, I could also bone meal moss, and it would make it go quicker, but that's kind of messy, and I'm also trying to keep the blocks. So painfully slow deep sleep mining is. Some crazy person decided this was a good idea.
Squirrel!
Ah. Yeah, I don't have good redeems necessarily yet. I haven't really thought about it. You mean you could make me need to go to the bathroom, right? Uh-huh. Must be directing someone to their claim. So yeah, if you're far enough away from the monuments, you won't get the mining fatigue. Whoa. Well, funnily enough, I actually never asked for help for affiliate, particularly. It just sort of happened organically. I had the hours streamed as well as the follower count for several months. Well, yeah, on this server, that is a distinct possibility. Like, mining fatigue again? I can go a little more than this one. I have to put my drink further off to the side because of the bigger monitor. I wonder if that Elder Guardian's still in the end. It's almost as if we're a server full of people who might possibly have ADHD. Yep. Neither to be safe. Yep. Sounds like a job for the dangerous entity relocation professionals. I think if you summon mobs with the mod coins, it has to be at your own base. Mm-hmm. Yeah, go a little more. Uh-huh. Oh dear. Well, it is still mob type rabbits. Eh. I should change picks. And while I'm here, go ahead and empty my pockets. What hoarding problem? So it's a guy who's building a shulker farm because he ran out of shulker boxes to store the stuff from digging out the shulker farm. That's the idea. Somebody hasn't been on and restocked their shop in a while, so the really great deal on shulker shells is out of stock. Eh. Nice. Well, there is a public one, but yeah, this keeps me busy. I'm actually okay with building my own. I have built one before. But the one I built before is a multi-dimensional one, which is not currently allowed. Some people do have shulker farms now, but it has to be of the singular dimension kind. So no nether portals involved. Because you gotta chunk load it, and that adds entity load to the server, and it's a big deal for the server side. But in my old single player LP world, yep. There's been a lot of new players lately. I know Impulse has done a couple of server tours and whatnot. Somehow I've been in 2 of them. Because he did see my end claim. And then also, as part of Hermit Row, because I was part of challenge mode, that meant that I had one of the monuments in the video game district. Specifically, I did the one for TFC. So you got to see 2 things I built in one day. And then more recently, he did a server tour primarily of the Winter District. And I was also part of the Secret Santa. Yeah. R.I.P. indeed. Could be. I did say I'm live. Yep. Yep. Yeah, that was the server tour where he ended up looking at a bunch of people's bases, including my end claim and Hermit Row. And I believe that people have said that when they leave that one, they have trouble not crying because of the sign over the door. That could be something that I could do as another longer grindy project. I'm not a map artist personally, but I could learn and maybe grab the thumbnail from his blog where he opened his 100,000 subscriber button. Because, you know, we want everybody who goes to that district in the world download to be in tears when they leave. And that's the goal, right? Because before he passed, he did actually, on the gaming channel, he did actually hit 100,000 subscribers. Yeah, I got used to playing with the fog off because I have that nether claim, and it's really hard to see to find it if you've got fog on. I'm hoping the Frog and Chicken server will be ready to go tomorrow. Poor Dolly Whiskers. There'll be a lot sitting there twiddling her thumbs. And watching the console. That was the other video I was gonna make at some point. Basically do a my time on ISV video. With the keeping of the deep slate, I know normally you wouldn't want to use Silk Touch because if it's not the cobbled, you can't turn it into anything. But on ISV, we do have the tweak that lets you, in the stone cutter, turn the regular into cobbled. So I've just been using my Silk Touch pick. Woohoo! Pit stop. Ow. It was time to empty my inventory anyways. I got diamonds to spend. I'll be on my way. Because with the default fog here, you can't see far enough to be able to get to my nether claim very well. Sure. I got diamonds. Now if I could only remember where it was. I think this is the wrong door. Yep, I can see that. I have diamonds. Lots of diamonds. All right. That's a curse box. $50, 100, 125, 150-ish. 2 stacks plus some. Let's see, so that'd be, dang it, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh. Because I got the regular diamonds for that. All right. 7, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Shut up and take my money! Gonna have to add it up. Mm-hmm. Thank you. Feels a bit framier than normal. The sad part is, that's not all my diamonds. Okay, I've grown to really dislike this nether fog. Blech. Oh, I've got the wood too for the shulker boxes. Oh, no, that's not all of it. I'll show you in a little bit. That's just what's in my ender chest. Put a few of these away. Take one with me downstairs. This is just what I have to keep in my ender chest is spending money. I actually have another stack of diamond blocks. And I don't have a shop, and I haven't been mining in months. But I keep them over here. At one point, there was 6 stacks of diamond blocks in there, but I've been spending them. That is a full stack of diamond blocks. And it's not really that hard to get more. Alright, let's see. Grab my axe and let's do some shuffling of stuff here. And this is a box of spruce. I've actually got like 12 more. And a tree farm. Wow, you gained some distance on that. Uh-huh. Right. Glaive completed his netherite beacon. Let's see, I think I'm going to put a double chest over there for the shulkers that I'm about to craft. Yeah. Since I can't do it all at once. You know what? Let's use the chests that I've got right here. Yes. Both can be true at the same time. The statements are not mutually exclusive. Actually, let's make it easier on ourselves and get down to just the chests that actually have stuff in them. I think it all goes to there. In my first world, I have like 31 shulker boxes of diamond blocks. let's also empty our inventory down to where we've got plenty of space for all this. Do a full shulker at a time. Of course, for that world, it's kind of cheaty because it did start off as a modded world, and it had a dimension that was just diamonds. All the dirt and stone is diamond ore, and the oceans, instead of having water, are diamond blocks. This process could take a while. Yeah, it sounds impressive until you know the history of the world, and it's like, oh, well, that's actually not as impressive as it sounds. But I would also rather be honest about it. Because I'm weird like that. Grab my eggs and take these chests out. Oh, I didn't grab a box. Oopsie. This'll take a little while. That just... Oh no, she's having trouble sleeping. I'm gonna take that as a no. Yep. That's aptly named. Because yeah, you take it and then you run. Ender taxi. Fell into the void. He left. Regular taxi. Tried to swim in lava. I'm gonna have need 2 double chests for all the deep slate teeth. Kept claiming your pit. I'm not gonna ask. I've never actually been able to get Kep out to my base. Uh-huh. She's tried to say it's inconvenient, but it's 311 down the east tunnel. It's like if you've been out to Beats' place, that's inconvenient. Because I've been out there too. Moo moo, moo 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 moo. Oh, and to get to Bill Bros and Fred Bros, you actually have to go past my tunnel in another. Granite's the same way. Yep. But no, actually the stone might be the same way too. It's the tuff that has 2 shulkers worth of stuff. And I believe that is it. I'm gonna run over to my office here real quick. After I have a quick drink. The sad thing is I don't really use the coordinate set all that often. $77. Farm. Got a deal on books, sugar shells, because I did. Before I go home, just check and see. Nah, there isn't. Actually, I never joined the voice. Oh well. Whatever. Not important. I did actually spend the first hour and a half in a different world because the server that I played on yesterday is currently down for chunk generating. Don't think it does. That's my thinking too. Right. Pinwin! Oh, I was gonna put some more in my sugarcane farm too. Because the entire time I've been here, my sugarcane farm has been running. I might want to carry some shulkers over there. I don't know how many he's going to need. Instead of climbing up and down the ladder, I've been just flying up and down since I got this giant hole going all the way down there. Because that definitely eats through the shulker boxes. but I only have 2 shovels. And immediately off the edge. I think she said in like 6 hours from then, and it was almost noon here, I think. It's like right after stream. Come on! Yep. Fortunately, slimes aren't all that bright. Could put it in an in-game chat, but like, wonders if a cow onesie is in his future. You missed me. No, I'm pretty sure he got you. Right. Yeah. Since it is just a renamed carved pumpkin after all. Right. Oh, good. A future headache. And then you go, that's a problem for future me. And of course, future me is like, I really dislike past me. Could be. One is Aussie and the other is scared of our spiders. I am. Well, you know. I think the largest spider in the world is actually in South America. I think. They're smaller than an SUV versus spiders and regular spiders in Minecraft that are the size of a Geo Metro. A lot of people don't think about the scale in Minecraft. Spiders are huge! Shelob! Right. Right. Uh-huh. Yeah. My way to work. Well, that's where I live. Yeah. It's have some respect for them. Just leave them alone. They'll leave you alone. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh. That's her full. Oh. I missed. All that box is full. Right. Uh, well, calling them killer whales is a misinterpretation of them being called whale killers, so. Mm-hmm. Oh, they can hold it longer than that. Unless you're talking about the moose. Ninja Dino. Dang it. So yeah, isn't Drowsy one of the best PvPers on the server too, though? From what I've heard. Today's stream might be a little tougher for me to get onto YouTube because I think I need to split it in two. It's almost exactly half. About the first hour and a half was in my old single-player LP world, just as a farewell, and then the remainder's been here on ISV, which is two separate playlists. Oh, look, more diamonds. If you want to get all the diamonds in an area, the best way is actually a world eater, but it's also one of the slowest ways. But it is the most effective. I.e. an actual strip mine. Over on the Frog and Chicken SMP, I'm trying hard to not build a castle. Somebody else is already doing that. I had some ideas on what I wanted to do today, but then Dolly started pre-generating chunks, which takes a lot of time. Yeah, this takes hours to do. Of course, the final thing we did yesterday was that slime chunk dig. And with about 10 people doing it, it doesn't take as long. In the time it's taken me to dig this out, we would have probably dug out a double wide slime chunk. Oh yeah, that slime farm wasn't going to work anyways because of the mob switch being active. But I'm actually surprised how much glow squid ink there was in that chest. Okay. Bloke boy. But he's a real boy. Looks like Juji's wearing the same skin that I have a Juji head of. I won't say anything in the in-game chat because it's a different server, but he missed out on all the fun yesterday. Uh-huh. Oh. I should go empty my pockets here. Me, after digging out my nether claim. I'm never doing a giant dig like this again. Me, a month later. Let's dig out for a shulker farm. This is fine. I'll have another drink here. resource pack red is. Really? That's one of the things on the other server. There's actually no economy, and so on there's really no point in amassing large piles of diamonds, because what are you going to buy with it? Uh-huh. Oh, if anybody ever needs another or anything, I got you covered. See, but if you don't take it by hand, then you don't get all that precious, valuable deep slate. I mean, in my first world, sure. World eater away, because in that world, who cares about the diamonds? Wouldn't matter, because it's not like there's an economy, because it is a single-player world. If I'm being honest, I'm not sure I'd have 12 hours of stuff I could do on ISV in one go. Other than to dig here. So ergonomically for my height, my chair actually needs to be lower, but the desk height is too tall if I'm the correct height for me. And so sitting here for too long, it does actually start to hurt. Because 30 inches is the right height if you're about 6'2". If you're only under 5'9", it's actually more like 26 inches. Yeah, I know, freedom units. Yeah, don't think a torch is going to work very well. Oh, I was going to say something earlier and I keep forgetting. So normally the views on the... Like I know how I'm rating. The views on my VODs on Twitch usually at most tops out at about 25. And yesterday's had 34. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And it's raining out. And how do I know this? the rain particles all the way down here. Oh. My pockets are full. Skiz, your pockets are full again. I don't think I'm going to be able to make it. Just could read. Right. I think I'm going to finish off this layer and then end stream. I know, technically I just started it and it's like 1 minute to go. No, actually just passed the hour mark. So very close to the bottom. If I'd been doing this the entire stream instead of what I was doing, I probably would already be at the bottom. to the surface here, and then go back to my usual spot where I stand. I mean, if you could put X's out of duct tape on the ground, you could probably mark it. Anyways, I'll be back again. I'm not sure if I'm going to be on ISV or not tomorrow. I don't know if the thing will be done tomorrow or not. I'm thinking probably not. And so I'll see y'all tomorrow, same time, 3 p.m. Eastern until 6. There be tilt. We're raiding ABK. He looks to be doing some landscaping here on ISV. Thanks everybody for watching. Thanks for the follows. And I'll see everyone tomorrow.